Isla Getawayers. My name's Keisha Parker, and I am the host of the Relax, Recharge, and Restore Retreat that's happening here on Isla Mujeres at El Milagro Hotel starting May 16th this year. So, along with being your host, I'm also doing a section of the retreat, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about that today because it brings up a lot of fear for people. And what is that? Hypnosis. Yes. So why do people fear hypnosis? Why are people so skeptical of it? Well, there's a lot of things going on in the media that tells us that it's very unsafe. It could make you kill somebody. There was a movie about that. And then there's the comedy shows where people are up on stage just doing ridiculous things. And yes, that is all absolutely real. I have volunteered myself to be on 4 of those shows in Vegas, and it was a lot of fun, and it's totally real. But there's this other part of hypnosis that's more of a clinical standard of it that can really tap into the mind and help people have so much awareness and personal growth, and it's just something that I believe so much in. Professionally, it has made a huge difference in my life. Myself, I've gone through therapy, trying to work on things, spent a year there, and yes, it did help, absolutely. But when I signed up for this hypnosis class several years ago and went for that, I got more out of one session of hypnosis than I did that entire year of therapy. So that's why I'm such a believer in it. Anytime I'm stuck, that's my go-to. And one time I had a bad dream, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this has to mean something. So I did a hypnosis session, and it helped me understand what was the relevance of this dream, because a lot of times what we dream isn't what is reality. It's symbolism for other things. So I walked out feeling a lot better about it. And professionally, I've helped so many people with confidence and coming over phobias and just getting to the bottom of why they think, feel, and behave the way that they do. So that's why I'm such a believer in it, and I think that it's such a big portion of this retreat that's going to be so helpful and so life-changing, so transformational for everybody that comes. Okay, so how does it work? Basically, everything that everything that you could tell me about life, about the world right now, is only about 10% of your brain. There's a lot of brain left up in there, so what's it doing? With hypnosis, you enter the subconscious part of your brain, which is another portion, and there, it's like a hard drive that has stored every memory, every event, every person, every situation from the day that you were born. And when we're born, we are born with this blank slate, basically. And so everything that happens to us is a lesson. If something hurts, if something scares us, we avoid it. When something feels good, we keep migrating towards that. So sometimes in our life, we had these things happen to us, and it taught us, oh, don't touch that, don't go near that, that's scary. And so we avoid. Over years, you forget what even started it, and it forms these ongoing behaviors that go deeper and deeper until it's just this huge part of your life. And so with this, you're able to get to the bottom of it. So basically what happens is we're going to have this entry goal of, I don't know why I'm anxious in public, or I don't know why I'm afraid to take a risk for this new job that I want, or I have trouble making friends. I don't trust myself to make decisions. There's so many things. That's our entry. And so from there, I don't really do the work. I'm just there to help navigate while your brain directs you exactly where you need to go to resolve whatever it is that you want to feel better about. And so we do that step by step through just the beginning of stages of relaxation and visualization and creating safety. And then we get into the deep work. And I tell you guys, sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it is, but there's other times like we don't know what we're going to uncover when we get in there. And sometimes it's hard. But this is also something you've been carrying with you for your whole life. And you really deserve to be able to let that out and have a better, happier, more fulfilling life for yourself. So I sometimes call hypnosis emotional surgery. It's a lot like physical surgery, except it's on your mind and it's going into your heart, and it's going to be rough for a little bit. But then things get better. Start to heal. There's a new you out there. And so that's just what we'll do. I'll sit there with you through those hard points if that's what comes up for you, and we're going to dance around in there and help you make sense of what happened. Maybe talk about your perspective of that event, and then discuss maybe other possibilities of what could have happened, of what these things really meant. Was this really unsafe, or did it just feel unsafe because you were so small? What was it that you needed to hear from your caregivers that maybe you didn't get to hear? And guys, sometimes this isn't like huge traumatic stuff. Sometimes these are very small, unintentional messages that people deliver to us that our little brains internalized as pain. And so we begin to avoid. I want to help you rewrite those stories of your pain, of your obstacles, and help you come up with a strategy to be able to move around them so that you can have the life that you want. Look forward to seeing everybody in May. Talk to you soon.